My PTSD Diary Part 1. Suicides in Afghanistan. I'm not sure where to begin. The years have been good to me, I'm one of the lucky ones. But I'm far from untainted by my experiences. As I get older, my evolution continues from someone who loved being seen a war veteran and the attention it got me, to where I don't want anyone to know or talk about it. I guess I write this as a future letter to my sons. Maybe it's a conversation between you and I. This past March, another dear friend, a veteran who served in Afghanistan, shot himself. He was one of the kindest souls I knew, and never let on his pain. He would often encourage me in my own struggles. Now he was gone. Just another number to add to that 22 a day statistic. It makes people sad to hear that number, but for me it's one more brother I have lost. I've never been so captured by the darkness that it brings me to that point, where I want revenge against the world, and my death will show them. My love for my family keeps me stronger, and my desire to be a better father than my alcoholic father who succumbed to his own demons. The fall of Afghanistan hit me hard. All me and my friends fought for, gone in a newsflash. Those friends I made were now going to face the revenge of the monsters we fought against, and there was little to be done to stop it. The tides of history don't care about your opinions. I wanted to think I made a difference, and maybe we see a more moderate Afghanistan, but it feels all for nothing now. And each friend who takes his life is another veteran who wonders what his or her life was all about anyways. World War II veterans got to live with the victory over horrific evil. My generation has to live with our failure. Evil is on the march in the world. I don't know if our culture is breeding the warrior needed to meet the challenge when it comes again. Plato once said only the dead have seen the end of war. The darkness that seems to capture my fellow veterans is not a sudden thing, it slowly creeps in. Typically addiction is heavily involved. Anything to take your mind off of the war, or the mundane existence you now reside in. Let's face it, after being rocketed by the Taliban and facing death every day, it is hard to settle into being a soccer dad. And all the other dads look at you differently. You are not allowed to get angry. They will think you're having an episode. You deal with crippling anxiety in public spaces, and the only things I've ever experienced that relieve it are Zoloft, alcohol, or intense exercise beforehand. I realized one day that my love of energy drinks was a major contributing factor to my own anxiety. Removing them helped a bit. I typically can stop alcohol whenever I want, but the problem is wanting to. It relieves a lot of my anxiety. I train in BJJ and love weight training, but one of my issues is I tend to lose interest in things that are hard. It takes a certain mindset to maintain over the long haul. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is how you change your life. I'm only using this as a record of my thoughts. Maybe you enjoy it, maybe you never read this again. More episodes will follow where I will tell you about what happened. What shaped me. Why I worry for what I see our world turning into. My father was an alcoholic who never finished 7th grade, while I was so driven to beat him that I finished 3 college degrees, including an MA from an elite university. I'm not saying this as a narcissist. Narcissists blame everyone else. I know the problems in my life are my own. But the good news is if they are my own, then it's on me to fix them.